Drew, it's Phoebe, and I'm sitting here thinking about 1993 when I was asked to join this new program, something about open space, and I can remember coming to the committee for the first time and not knowing anybody, and there you were with your blue eyes telling everybody this is what we had to do to save land. And I remember the real secret of getting that program off the ground, of writing the first open space program for the county, was that you took us back to the second floor of the Bluebell Inn. I hope you pat yourself on the back because, man, this county is different because of you.
Hi, Drew. It's Kate Harper, State Representative Kate Harper right now, and current chair of the Montgomery County Land Trust. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm wearing my seersucker. It's finally summer in Pennsylvania. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing with the Land Trust now. Among land trusts, we are unusual because we are not territorial. We operate, theoretically at least, in the whole county, but we recognize that some areas have their own watershed association, like the Pennypack Ecological Restoration Trust in the lower end of the county, or the Wissahickon in the middle of the county, or other land trusts. And we make it part of what we do to partner with the most appropriate land trust to get the job done. I think that makes us unique, and I think it's changed the culture of how we do things in Montgomery County. And I think we're deeply indebted to you for getting us started on the right foot. Ross Meyer's generous gift to allow us to basically find a home in Center Point, PA, which is right in the heart of the county, will give us a sense of permanence in an old building that has been here for hundreds of years. And I think that both the exact location of the building itself and the fact that it is old and we're going to redo it in a green way will let landowners know that they can trust us with their easements, because we intend to be around for perpetuity, and that's a long time. We're very grateful for everything you and Marilyn have done. You gave us our first easement, and you really gave us the path to follow.
Hi, I'm Hugh Moulton, Vice Chair of the Board of the Lands Trust, and good morning or afternoon as the case may be, and I hope all's well with you. None of this would have been possible without the Montgomery County Open Space Program, which really set the table for this conservation effort. And the Montgomery County Lands Trust, again, played a key role in supporting these efforts and encouraging the commissioners to take an active and important role in the preservation effort. The Montgomery County Lands Trust and the commissioners have created a culture of conservation in Montgomery County that has had far-reaching benefits and has contributed greatly to the preservation of the unique quality of life we have here in the county. I shudder to think what would have happened had this initiative not been undertaken. We'll continue our work. We need support and help, and we're confident that we're going to continue to make a big contribution here in the county.
Drew, I'm Suzanne Bush. I don't know if you remember me, but when I first came to Montgomery County, I was publisher of the Reporter newspaper, one of the Gannett newspapers, and you, of course, were on the board of directors of Gannett. I did meet you a couple of times and really enjoyed those meetings and really enjoyed my career with Gannett. I like to get involved with missions that I can connect to. And I connect to the idea of open space on so many levels. One of them being, I have a horse. And I've lived in a lot of places where horses just rode around in little circles and didn't have any place to roam. My horse lives on a spectacular piece of preserved land in Montgomery County, and he is a different animal. He loves it. He's in horse heaven. And I love the fact that there are so many trails linking farm to farm, park to park, and places where not only people with horses can be, but people with families, people with dogs, people with backpacks, that we can just wander around this beautiful, beautiful place. The gift that open space provides for generations is so valuable.
Hello, Drew. This is Art Loban. You remember me. I've known you for more than 50 years, and I've followed your career very carefully, and I'm very impressed with what you have done for Montgomery County. It's very essential that we have the long-run view of preservation of open space land. There is no substitute for looking ahead 50, 100 years as to what's going to happen to only the 300,000 acres in Montgomery County. The Lands Trust is trying to do that. Montgomery County Lands Trust is now in its youth, and it must go on and on and on.
The record that the Land Trust has accomplished in these few short years, and they are short years compared to what we would like to think is the future. I just can't believe they've accomplished as much as they have, and they've grown like they have, and all of the good that they've done in preserving the land and educating the people. And I think that's just as important as preserving the land, as educating the people as to the options that they have.
I'm Jake Lee. I'm the Director of Land Preservation for Montgomery County Lands Trust. This is my 10th year there. I've been working with Dulcie for 10 years, if you can believe that.
And he's lived through it and smiled.
I have lived through it. We've done some wonderful things at the Lands Trust, and the organization has really grown and matured to this point, and we're a very effective land preservation and a very dynamic force in the county. There's some interesting things that I think you would be interested in. One is a project we're doing along the Swamp Creek that runs from Schwenksville up through Montgomery County, past Boyertown, and up into actually Berks County, up into near Ole. And we are preserving property in that corridor. It's one of the last remaining open space stream corridors in the county. And we just had a landowners event, which more than 100 people came out. Landowners came out and heard what we had to say and what we were trying to do, and we're working in partnership with the Berks County Conservancy, so the whole corridor, we're trying to make a greenway along the whole corridor. And I think you'd be proud of our efforts.
You'd love it, Drew, because we met in a pole barn. I know how much you like pole barns, but we did an outreach where we had all our partners there, and they had all their stations, and we had 100 people having a picnic dinner. It was a beautiful night, and they just said, "This is great. You know, we didn't know that there were so many people with so many opportunities, and this is like a new community. This resource up the Swamp Creek really kind of brought people together, and that's what you were always interested in, and they were really excited."
Hi, this is Potes and Marianne.
Hey, Drew and Marilyn, nice to be talking to you. Just wanted to thank you again for your contribution in beginning the vision here in Upper Southford Township.